Patriots, your boy with Smoke Bath and Madden video. Today's video we're going to be doing a Stefon Diggs on the New England Patriots simulation. Now, Stefon Diggs did just sign with the Patriots, and it was the most money they spent on a free agent since I think they re-signed Tom Brady to a short-term deal. But yeah, he's getting a big payday for Stefon Diggs, and he does deserve it, but I mean, I'm not going to lie, he does have some character issues, and his play is starting to decrease, and he's coming off an ACL tear. So was he worth all that money? I guess we'll really find out in this Madden simulation. As they beat the Bengals in the first game simulation, everything's up to Madden. This is a Madden simulation, so everything's on auto, trades, free agents, everything like that. And it's updated rosters, obviously. So anyway, Drake May, 297 yards, 126.1 passer rating. He got sacked 2 times. And Joe Burrow got 2 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Ramondre Stevenson has 46 yards with no touchdown. Then Chase Brown, 37 yards. And then Drake May had over a little bit of 20 yards. Stefon Diggs is going to be the leading receiver with 7 receptions and 102 yards. He didn't get a touchdown in his debut, but he still got the most yards. Jamar Chase has a touchdown. Kendrick Bourne has a touchdown. Keyshawn Boat has 54 yards. Now let's go ahead and check out things on the defensive side of the ball. Leading tackles with Jermaine Pratt. Then we got Dax Hall. We got B.J. Hall with tackles for loss and sacks. It was going to be Jermaine Pratt and Sample. Both got sacks. There was no interceptions in the game. So that was the defensive stats. And it was kind of a low-scoring game. Let's go and check the deflections. We got Jermaine Pratt, Shaq Lawson, DJ Turner. All the Bengals had pass deflections. Not a single Patriot did. This is how the Patriots finished as the first year having Stefon Diggs. Only 7-10, but I mean, that is definitely some improvement from what they did last season. And you still think they got not a rookie this year, but a second-year quarterback in Drake May, so still fairly young. Let's see how Drake May did. As we check the end of the season statistics, Drake May with 3,374 passing yards, 20 passing touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Definitely could have had a lot better of a ratio. Could have had some more passing yards as well. This wasn't that great of a year from Drake May. I mean, yeah, no, this wasn't good at all. 67 completion percentage, though, that's pretty solid. But other than that, yeah, it just could have went a lot better. Ramondre Stevenson could have did a lot better as well. I mean, it doesn't look like he got up many attempts, but he only had 684 yards. He did have 12 rushing touchdowns, though, so he did do good there. Drake May had over 300 rushing yards, so he ran the ball quite a bit. Stefon Diggs is going to be the team's leading receiver with 63 receptions, and he's going to finish with 864 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne had 4 receiving touchdowns. It's honestly not that bad of a year from Stefon Diggs if he had a little bit more touchdowns. Robert Spillane is the leading tackler, though, with 117. Then Carlton Davis with 82. I really like that signing for the Patriots and Carlton Davis. Christian Barmore with 13 tackles for loss. Christian Barmore with 8.5 sacks. Then you got Minton Williams, the big man who just got paid, coming from Philadelphia. He had 4 sacks, I believe. And Carlton Davis had 4 interceptions. And then the pass deflection is going to be Jawan Bentley, Kyle Duggar, and Carlton Davis, who all led the team. So this is how the next season went for the New England Patriots. I didn't do the first game of the year because, I don't want the video to be super long for you guys, so I would just go to the end of the year. But as you can see, they fell off an absolute cliff. Not that 7-10 is a good record by any means, but 3-14, that is insulting. Especially when you're an 83 overall. Not that being an 83 overall is good, but 3-14, God, that is just god-awful. Offensive yards, they were 30th in the league, apparently. And let's see how Drake May did. Oh, Drake May did awful. So his passing yards weren't horrible with 3,459. He could have had a little bit more passing yards. 24 passing touchdowns, which is okay. But 22 interceptions, that is horrible. A 62 completion percentage. He was sacked a total of 41 times. 41 times. So he had really bad offensive line play. It looks like he had an 80% passer rating. And Ramondre Stevenson, again, not putting up huge numbers. Only 543 yards. But again, they're not giving him a whole lot of attempts. But he had 8 rushing touchdowns. Drake May, 481 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. Stefon Diggs is the leading receiver again on the New England Patriots. This time he cracks over the 1,000-yard mark. 88 receptions, 1,129 yards, 9 receiving touchdowns. Hunter Henry with 714 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns. Demario Douglas with 5 receiving touchdowns and 618 yards. And Kendrick Bourne with 535 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. So as the receiving game, it's still Stefon Diggs is going to be the clear number 1, but he's not going to be putting up crazy numbers. just kind of good numbers. And that's honestly what Drake May needs. In real life, hopefully the story's a little bit different for the Patriots. Jawan Bentley's the leading tackler, though. Robert Spillani's in second place. Milton Williams, tackles for loss was 16. Sacks is going to be Christian Barmore with 7.5. Harold Landry was 6. Milton Williams with 4.5. Then Harold Landry is going to lead with 2 interceptions. Robert Spillane had 2. Joe Peppers had 2. Marcus Jones had 2. And Christian Gonzalez had 2. A lot of people had interceptions. Pass deflections was Robert Spillane with 11 pass deflections. Jawan Bentley with 9. 8. And then that is around the end of the simulation because Stefon Diggs had a short-term deal. But if you guys are interested in any more Madden content, I highly recommend you leave a like and subscribe. If you guys are interested in the Super Bowl winners, I'm going to put them on screen real quick. So far in the simulation, so the 2025 season, looks like the Baltimore Ravens beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel like that would actually be a really good Super Bowl. 2 good bird teams as well. Lamar Jackson was a Super Bowl MVP, though. So it was a 42-38 victory. The NFL MVP was Joe Burrow. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Offensive Player of the Year was Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Offensive Rookie of the Year was Shedeur Sanders, which is interesting because he's kind of falling down the mock drafts a little bit. And then Nathan Watford. The 2024 season, it was the Detroit Lions versus the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills get their first Super Bowl in franchise history, although they were facing a team who's never had a Super Bowl in franchise history as well, the Detroit Lions. Anyway, the Super Bowl MVP was Josh Allen, along with the regular season NFL MVP was Josh Allen. Coach of the Year, Sean McDermott. Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Allen. Defensive Player of the Year, Greg Rousseau. So Bills had a lot of awards this year. Offensive Player of the Year, or Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ladd McConkey. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Edgerrin Cooper, the linebacker from the Packers. Like I said, if you guys are interested in Madden 25 simulations, franchise videos, rebuilds, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.